Hey friends, it's Corey
and Paula
from Hey Let's Make Stuff, and today we are doing a very easy sublimation project. We are making bottle openers.
And they're gonna be so much fun. These are perfect little gift things for Father's Day, groomsmen gifts, wedding favors. Basically, if somebody loves a frosty bottled beverage, this is gonna be the gift for them.
So for this particular set of images, we are using images from Creative Fabrica for Father's Day, just specifically for Father's Day. Of course, you can make these for any time of year. You wanna make some Christmas bottle openers? You can totally do that. These would make cute stocking stuffers for Dad too.
They really would.
I just came up with that. All right, so we do not need that many supplies. If you are a beginning sublimation crafter, very easy projects today. This is not gonna require a lot out of you. I think this is gonna be an easy one. And we're gonna show you a couple different bottle openers and then we're gonna put them to the test. I actually have a 6-pack over there. We're gonna see how they actually function because they can be cute, but if they don't actually open a beer, like what's the point?
Yep.
Let's talk about what we're gonna need for this project. So of course you're gonna need a heat press. You can do this with pretty much any size heat press. I think you would even be able to get away with like the little Cricut mini press. You could put these in a full-size heat press, no problem. We have our images printed here and we have 3 different styles of bottle openers. So this one here is from Makerflow. It is metal. It is like,
it's pretty hefty.
It's pretty hefty. You could probably sublimate on both sides of this one. This one is just a little keychain, which is also handy. It has a little disc that we're going to sublimate, and we're going to sublimate this, and it has a sticky back, and we'll put that on there. There's also a heart one over here. You know,
that's pretty cute too.
Yeah, maybe for Mother's Day or something like that. And then I think this is my favorite of all 3. This one is a wood round, and it is a sublimation blank, so it has that coating on it, but it has a magnet on the back, and I feel like it's just a magnet until you turn it over, and it's a bottle opener. You can open with it. Really easy. Let's see what else we got over here.
And we obviously have our butcher paper. You want to protect your surfaces that you're pressing on, and then also your heat press itself. You don't want any of that ink to come through onto your heat press, and then it's kind of a bit of a mess to clean up. We also have our scissors so we can cut out around our images to make them fit, so we can line them up really well and make sure they're centered. We have our heat resistant spray, which this will help us kind of tack it on there. You can also use your heat resistant tape to just kind of tape it onto there, and that will work also.
All right, let's go ahead and get started. This is going to be, like I said, a very easy project. So we're gonna start with the Makerflow one here. The other 2 are from Amazon, I should have mentioned that. The Makerflow one here, I have set my heat press over here to 100 seconds at 380 degrees. So this is gonna be the hottest, I think longest press that we have. So let's go ahead and we'll cut out our designs and get pressing. So like we said, this is a very easy project. You can use tape here. That would work just fine. We're doing this world's best dad image, but I'm just gonna hit it with a little bit of this spray. Now we can place it here on our bottle opener. Try and line it up. What do you think? Yeah?
I think that looks good.
Okay.
Pretty even.
And then I just have all of this random scrap. So we're gonna find one that fits.
Move these little guys off to the side here.
For this one, I'm not gonna worry about putting a piece underneath. This is a heavy duty piece of metal. There is no way that this is gonna blow through that. So we'll go ahead and put this here. And then we're gonna press it for 100 seconds at 380 degrees. And this is gonna be extremely hot. So don't touch it when you're done. Let's go ahead and press it. All right, so like I said, this is gonna be extremely hot when it comes out, so we're just going to grab that, and then if we wanna see what it looks like, we can grab our weeding hook and just lift it up. Ah, super cute.
I love that.
I think that turned out adorably. I may actually have overcooked it just a bit because that black is looking slightly brown, which just is an indication that I have overcooked the black just a hair. It really is so close to black that I'm not worried about this particular one. I think it looks really good, but if it was up to me, I would probably back that time up just a little bit. Yeah, give it like maybe I'd probably give it 60 seconds and see how that goes. The metal just holds the heat so well. So yeah, I think this is super cute.
It looks great. All right, so our next bottle opener that we're gonna do is our round wood one that is also the magnet and has the bottle opener on the back. This is a really great one. It is great for so many different things. We were talking about using it for wedding favors, groomsmen's gifts, all that kind of stuff. It's perfect. So we've already cut out our little best dad ever, and we're just gonna flip it over here just to make sure, like, oh yep, that's perfect size. And then I'm gonna have Corey hit it with that little spray. Once again, you can totally use your heat resistant tape. It will work just as well. So we're just gonna I'm gonna move this a little closer this way.
It's hard to see.
Make sure I have
I'm gonna reset our heat press while you're doing that. So this one is going to be 350 for 120 seconds. So that's 350 for 2 minutes. So I will reset. So this is a little bit cooler and a little bit longer.
And what do you think? That looks centered? Looks good?
Yeah.
Okay, so awesome. We'll put that right there. Once again, this is super thick. You're not gonna need anything underneath because of how thick it is. So we're just gonna get a little square piece of our butcher paper and we're gonna put that right over the top there.
And then we're gonna let this cool down for just a second and then we'll press. All right, so once again, this is probably pretty hot, so I'm just gonna kind of flip off our little
butcher paper there.
Get that under there. Oh, it's so cute! That one turned out really cute. Man, that looks like a professional thing you'd buy in a store.
Yes, that's beautiful.
Also, your centering was really good.
I try my best.
I love that one. I am going to give that to my husband for Father's Day. Best dad ever.
And it was super fast. Just took us a couple minutes. I mean, the longest part is the pressing, honestly.
Yeah. This is such an easy project to make. Now, for something that is not white, I highly recommend going with black. I think it just looks the best. Sublimation ink is transparent. If you go to put a color on here, that wood will show through. With some colors, I don't think it would be a problem, like if you wanted to do a deep red or a blue, something like that. But if you wanted to do a big colorful thing, that wood is gonna show through and it's gonna just affect your color. So for me, I like black, but you know, you gotta test.
I think those darker colors look great, especially with the wood grain. I just think it looks very like classic, clean, professional.
Yeah, looks really good. Okay, so let's do our last one. This one is even easier. So I'm gonna keep this set at 350, but we're gonna move it down to 60 seconds.
And we're just gonna show you, remember, this is our keychain one, but this little thing pops out for us to sublimate on. So there's an adhesive here and then we just will sublimate on it and put it on there. So we're just gonna be working with this little tiny guy here. He's very small.
And you will be surprised at how hot that little tiny guy can get.
Yes.
I did sublimation jewelry in another video, very fun, also good for Mother's Day if you're looking for something. And I pulled one of these same little things, a little circle out of a necklace I was doing and actually burned my finger. So you think, oh, that's not gonna be that hot. It is. It's like hot. A tiny piece of fiery metal. So we'll go ahead and tape our image. So first of all, you want to tell them about the image?
So the image we're using is a baseball dad. So as you can see here, it just says baseball dad. We loved the dad with the baseball like stitching. However, as you can see, it's not big enough for the whole thing and we didn't want to make it super, super tiny. So we're going to carefully cut around this so we can still fit the dad part on there and just not use the baseball. I think like with the baseball stitching, it's kind of self-explanatory that it's baseball dad.
Yeah. And I think a lot of times we look at an image on Creative Fabrica, which is where this is from, or from Etsy or Design Bundles, and you're like, oh, that image is so close. Well, there are a lot of ways that you can rework images. So I would like to do a video coming up here on different ways to work different SVG files and different sublimation files so that you can learn that like, just because what you're seeing on the screen is what it is, that you don't actually have to use it that way. So we're just modifying this file with a pair of scissors.
All right, so we're just gonna cut really careful and I'm gonna err on the side of the baseball part. So if I cut into that, it's no big deal because we're not using that and I wanna make sure that I leave our dad very much intact. But we wanna get rid of all of that extra sublimation ink from the baseball part of it. So we're cutting real close. You can see there's not a lot of space.
Oh, you did a good job.
So there's just a little tiny bit of white right along the top here. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna move it over here, and I'm gonna trim off this bottom too, just so we can make sure that we get it really well centered. And there we go.
This is gonna be really cute too.
It is.
Creative Fabrica has all sorts of designs like this for all different sports. So if you're a basketball dad or a golf dad, I think they had designs similar to this
for any sport. Any sport, any activity. All right, so we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna tape this because I think tape will work best with this. So we're just gonna go ahead and, it's so small, it's kind of hard like trying to like even get a piece of tape that will work the best. So we'll just use another little bit, do the bottom just so it doesn't shift at all. And then we'll do that like that.
All right.
Okay.
And again, this is so thick that it's not gonna blow through. So we're just gonna use a piece on top. I do need to reset our timer here. Oh, I got it right to 60 seconds, perfect. And we can go ahead and press. This one, I'm literally just gonna set the press on there. I'm not even gonna hold it. I think it's gonna be fine. We'll hit our start button. Now, if you don't have a sublimation printer, you can still actually make this project, which I think is really cool. So of course, these are designed for sublimation, but UV DTF would work great here. So if you want to just order transfers from somewhere like Ninja Transfers and put them on the designs, they would work on any of these blanks. I think UV DTF is also another way. You don't need like a heat press or anything. It's literally like a big sticker. So it would work on any of these sort of rigid blanks. And it's another fun way to be able to make these projects, even if you don't have a sublimation printer. Okay, now like I said, this thing is so much hotter than you would realize. And because it has the tape, I'm gonna wait until this cools off to pull this off because I'm gonna take it.
We don't want any burnt fingers over here.
No, the two things I've burned myself worst on is this little disc and a piece of sublimation sticker paper. Because you just in your head don't think that's hot. You know a mug is gonna be hot. You know something made of metal is gonna be hot. But you're just like, oh, it's a tiny little thing. No.
It should cool down fast. Metal holds heat pretty well.
It really does. Yeah, you think, oh, it should be fine. And you're like, how is that still hot and burning my fingerprints off? I could commit some crimes though.
Well, hey, that's crafting crimes.
Crafting crimes. Nope, still too hot. All right, should we see our final result here?
See how it
Oh
looks.
my goodness, this is...
I might have taped it a little too well.
Oh, she taped it very well. All right, so we have it here. It did feel like it stuck a little bit, but once I peeled it off, it was fine. We got this one a little crooked, but it's still cute. We can always redo it.
I did so well on the circle.
All of your luck was with the
everything
circle.
went in the circle. My goodness.
But we will show you guys how to do this. It's very easy.
We might need to get that.
Get that
there we go.
hook. Oh, you got it.
So this is adhesive here, so it's just very sticky. So we're just gonna take this, and I guess you can decide whether you want it this way or this way.
Yeah.
However you want it.
I feel like this way makes the most sense to me. Maybe if you're left-handed, it goes the other way.
So you're just gonna set that down in there.
And press.
And press it down.
Oh, so cute.
So cute, even if it is a little crooked.
It's a little crooked. Maybe it's arty.
Yes. It's very, very homemade.
All right, so here are our three options. I think they all turned out really great. This one is the Maker from Makerflow, and you could probably do this one double-sided. This one has our bottle opener on the back, and it's magnetic. It is still, that metal in there, still
It's still hot.
pretty warm. And then this one is a bottle opener. So, should we grab our bottles of beer and just see how
Let's see how it opens.
All right, let's do it. All right, so let's start with our first one. Obviously, we just put it under there. That works great.
Perfectly. All right, so now we're gonna try our little keychain one, because you know you want to make sure that the bottle opener works. So
Yes,
we're just gonna.
I feel like this is important, right?
Oh, this one's a little.
Ooh.
Let's try it. No, it's
Yeah, it's got to be that way.
all right. There you go. You do have to give it a couple of. You have to really get it underneath there. So you have to give it a little lip first to be able to get this part underneath.
Okay. So let's see.
You got the easy ones.
I think I did get the easy ones. This one worked really well. So yeah. Oops, now we got beer on our projects. It smells like beer in here.
All right, so and these bottle openers will work for obviously beer bottles, but any bottles. Like our house, we love the full sugar Mexican Coke, so we always need a bottle opener for those because they're so good.
Perfect. So which one's your favorite?
Honestly, I am going to go with the wood one.
Same.
I think this is my favorite. And the fact that it's magnetic, you can just stick it up on a fridge, or if you've got like a beverage refrigerator or cooler outside that's metal, you can stick it right on there and it's perfect for it.
Put it on the barbecue.
It's true,
Right?
Yeah.
And I think this one to me feels like one that you're just gonna have forever because it's like a magnet never goes away, right? This one gets lost in a drawer, or this one, gets banged up on your keys. This one feels like a little piece of art. So all of these will be linked down in the description below if you'd like to make any of them. If you found this video helpful or inspiring, please give it a like. Follow our channel for more sublimation content. We'll see you next time.